how do you pronounce it? Berwickshire, Berwick, something like that. Anyway, that's what we're walking today, that coastal path. Today and tomorrow, 2 days, wild camping in between. So let's go. I'm just parked here. We head down this way. So you come down from the square, there's public toilets there. You come to this info board here, but it's all about the Southern Upland Way. For the walk we're going on today, it's actually hidden in these trees here. Berwickshire Coastal Path. We're going to follow it along here. You can see the sign down there at the garage. You just walk along this road. There's a sign in there for the Southern Upland Way hidden, but there's another one up here. And you just take a right along here. Got myself some snackage for the trip. Scotch pie and a peppered beef parcel. Come along a path there to go under this bridge next to the railway. The young team's obviously been out putting their menches up and all that. Look. Leave graffiti. That's not even good graffiti, look, it's rubbish. That's a wee bit better. Come through this other tunnel. Just a couple of minutes down the road, and there's these nice traditional houses here. Like terrace houses, would you call it? Come past those houses there, and this is hidden in the bushes. To the left. Watch out for cars. And then just up here to the right. Then almost immediately that's you down this wee path, and the sea's out there. So it's not long till you actually hit the coast. It's this nice wee bit down here. Proper coast. There's the reactor up behind, unfortunately. And I don't know if you can see just to the left of that. It's like a white rock. Can't quite remember the name of it. There's a town next to it and there's a visitor centre, but it's not actually a white rock, it's a normal coloured black, brown, rocky coloured rock. But the white is because there's so many birds, and it's all bird shit. That's all bird shit. That's a lot of birds. A lot of shiting. We're here to do this coastal walk over 2 days. It's 30 odd mile. I'm going to wild camp from Burnt Cock's Burn, or whatever it's called, back there, Burnie Cock. It was 10:30. Where do we go here? Probably not down there, this way, I reckon, Moss. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Oh, neat. The rock formation there is just amazing. Wonder if someone lives there, wonder if that's their house. What a spot. Imagine living there. Pretty wild in the winter, I'd imagine, though. Just coming along the path there, and there's this like caravan holiday home city, and whoa. But what a cracking bit of beach. It's like you know, like tins of mackerel or sardines, but just down there it's tins of humans. If this was at the end of the Giant's Causeway, boy would just come up and peel the top of one of them open and scoop them right out there. Tanned. Aye, that's a lovely bit of beach there. I love wee bits like this. It's like there's something just kind of inviting. Aye, so it is part of the Southern Upland Way. There's all those caravans there. Watch out for this bit of road. We've got ball bags like this. He was absolutely fleeing up at us there. I think we're going to be peeling off the road up there and going up to the left. Just passing through this caravan place there now. There's a pair of scants there. Dirty boxers if you need them. There's some info boards here that are shat. Just going to read these. I like stuff like this, if I can, with this guy. Aye, so it's this bit you go up. This guy's not interested. Anyway, let us go. So you can see where we've came from. Around, down the road, around, and we're going up, along and around here. We're just making our way along the coast here, and there's the church, or the Abbey it might be. Another cool wee bit of coast here. Don't know if you can see that coastal path this way. I thought it was up this fence line here for a second, but it's not. It's quite overgrown actually. And one of the bits back there just after that caravan park. Give me a second, Moss. Yeah. Good girl. Right, not too far. You come up the road and there's this wee track bit here. You don't go along there. Because you see this info board, so you're like, oh, it must go up there. But you don't, the sign's over there, see it? Let me peel off here to the left. Up here. Aye, so you come up through that field and you hit this road, take a left, and that's us just walking down it now. You'll come along the road into a farm, keep to the right, and you'll start to come up here. Keep to the right and look for the sign. That's a farm down there that we just walked through. As soon as you come out it, you look to the right and you come up through a field. You can walk along this track, but the route takes you up along here. And we're just coming along, about to go over here and up this guy. When you come up from the farm, walk along, keep your eyes peeled, because you think you go around there, you don't. You come down here, there's sheep tracks, it looks over there, you don't. You come up the hill, along, through a wee fence, a kissing gate, and then down into this little bit here, and then up. We're coming along here, and if you look over here, you can see all where we've came from. That's us 7 miles into it now. As you can see, I'm carrying a big massive rucksack. Why would I be doing that on a 30-mile coastal route? Well, I have done the West Highland Way this year. I've done the Skye Trail, which West Highland Way is 96 miles. Skye Trail is 80 miles, but harder, and you have to wildcat more. And next month I'm going to be doing something that's even harder. So I've got quite into this long distance walking, and of course you need to keep your fitness level up in between times. This bag is 16.5 kilograms just now. Now that's to replicate this next trip, which is a 16-day trip where I'll be completely unsupported. I'll be carrying all my food for the 16 days because there's not really any resupply points. So this is a trial run for that, but I'll need to get the weight down. I see you're coming along the coast, and the path continues on all around down there, and it must bring you out there, but the route actually tells you to come up here. It's just a path that splits. I don't think there's a sign there, not one that I noticed anyway. So have a look out for that. The Walk Highlands waypoints are split into sections, and we've just finished one of the sections, and it's like Cockburnspath, Burn, Bum or whatever to Dowlands, I think it is. And And the next stage is this Dowlands to St Abbs. That's 2 litres of water drank in 4 hours. Unfortunately, now I've got a water filter with me and Purity tabs, but there's nowhere to fill up. There's a rocky bit down here, and this is a V, so I'm hoping that this there ought to be water down there. It should naturally collect there. So quest for water now, or push on the 7 miles to St Abbs, which I'm doing anyway, but I'd rather not walk 7 miles without any water. Just coming down from there, I mentioned about running out of water. You could hear a trickle of something further down. I looked at it and I went, nah, it would take me ages to gather that up. It's slow moving, tiny trickle, hard to get. So I've came further down, and it was a good choice because we've got this here. That's me off again. 2 litres of water filtered through the Sawyer filter and a Purity tab. I call them Purity tab. Oasis water purification tablets. Chlorine basically. That needs to sit there for half an hour, and then we can drink them. Still warm and dry, sunny. That nice flowing water, kind of brackish, slightly brown looking. It's not like your mountain streams. This is quite low down, towards the coast through agricultural land, so I'd actually rather not drink it at all. Way more contaminated than water in the hills, but 7 mile with no water I'm not into. So I've filtered it, Purity tab in, that's the best I can do, and let's hope my arse doesn't fall out the night. Come from up there down through this field, across. See this cool hill, and straight up, it's a plain. More jobby cliffs over there. Aye, so that's us here. Where is that guy? Up there somewhere. Aye, so that's 10 mile mark there. Aye, so that post is there. There's also this thing here, Hoffa plaque. So I'm not entirely sure what it ought to be. Someone's away with half of it. Right, I'm getting a wee seat and getting some of this water scooped though. That's been a half hour. Some really cool bits of coastline. We've came down this guy, and here is the sign, just here. The path goes along there, around, over a wee bridge, and then up this guy here. And I think that's the highest climb on the full walk actually. It's not that bad, you'll be up it in 2 minutes. So we've came down there. There's another river there where you can fill it with water. That's the, it's like 11.09 mile mark. There's that hill that we don't actually go up. You go around the back of it. You come up here and go around the back. Just making our way up the back of this guy. And here's a prime example of why you need to watch what you're doing with water. Folks saying how you can just drink straight out the streams in Scotland. You're crazy. Because look, down there at the bridge there was flowing water, and I thought I could fill up another litre. Now of course I would have ran it through my filter and put in a Purity tab. Can you see what's in there? That's the carcass of a dead sheep. And that's in that water course going down there. So you'll be drinking some of that. Aye, so once you come up that hill, you've basically got a lot of this flattish ground to walk along this new fence post. Check this guy out. Don't know if you can see, he's got a wee love heart tattoo. Well, brand. He looks a bit of a naughty boy with that nose ring, but he must be a lover and not a fighter. That's a postcard right there, isn't it? That's us down on the road. So you can see we've came all the way along here, up and down, and then down this guy. The path actually, the route actually follows that fence line, but there's all these guys in here, and you don't really want to be walking amidst them if you can help it. You're best leaving the beasts alone and skirting around them. Where are we now? Let's see, 2.15 miles into St whatever. I can't mind the name. I probably should have got more than 4 hours sleep last night. How far have we walked according to the GPS? That's 12.77 miles so far. Turns out you do go up this road, by the way. I think it's the road all the way from here. You walk this wee road all the way to the St Abbs or Abbs place. I'd be a terrible guide. Can't mind the place names. Now the GPS is telling me to go up this road, but where this body of water is, there's a path that goes right along, and I've checked the GPS and the path will take you out at the same bit, but it means you won't need to rise up to drop down again. It'll be a lot nicer. Plus I'll be able to fill up with water. I'm going to go and do that. Why walk the road when you can walk a nice bit like that that's easier? I'm just going to go down and cut across here. So if you follow that body of water around, it takes you back onto the path. You come over there. This cracking wee bit here. And we're going up there. So you come down from there. This is just about to take us into town. That's really cool. Pretty necro. So we're here. I'm probably going to walk over to the, can't see that, between here and here, as in St Abbs and Eyemouth, there's a river there, so I'm probably going to go around there. Means I can get water in the morning. I've stocked up at that cafe. This is left, we've been going about 5 minutes. We're starting to come down onto the beach. It's a cafe, beach cafe. And this is like the 3.25 miles over to this guy. This place over here. Before you know it, you're down onto the beach. Just came across the river, so this is going to be our home for tonight. Down here. Moss is so tired, she's sitting with a thing in her face. You tired? You want your dinner? Yeah. There's dinner on. If I can get my hands on it, I'll always try and get the local butcher stuff. I've got some rolls. They were locally produced rolls as well. Bacon, sausage, black pudding and haggis. That's dinner.